Namaste. I hope you're doing well. It's going to be a very short practice, although it is a posture I do want to expand on. Trianga, Muka, Paschimottanasana. And I love this pose. I mainly love it because of its name. No. I love it because, as I place in the description, it was one of those postures that really helped me regain mobility in my knee post-surgery, post-knee surgery, that is, after having a snowboarding accident. Anyway, let's spend a little time, short practice, and just a quick breakdown of this posture. So, join me, right? About 15 minutes. So let's stay at the top of the mat. Take your hands to your heart. We'll begin with one arm. Deep inhale. Samastiti, stay at the top of your mat. Toes touch. We'll begin with sun salutation Zen. Inhale, arms rise up, gaze the thumbs. Exhale, fold. Inhale, look up halfway, lengthen. Exhale, plant hand step, or float back lower. Trianga or to your belly, your choice. Inhale, up dog or cobra. And into down dog, exhale. 1, repeat. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Exhale, and you step or float your way to the top of your mat. We'll take an inhale, look up halfway. Fold, exhale. Inhale, rise up, reach up, gaze up. And Samastiti, exhale. Inhale, arms rise. Fold, exhale. Halfway, inhale. And exhale, step or float back lower. Inhale, lower cobra. Exhale, down dog. 1, 2. Soften your eyes and jaw. 3, 4. And 5. Exhale, step or float to the top. Halfway inhale. Fold, exhale. Inhale, rise up, reach up, gaze up. Samastiti, exhale. Now, sun salutation is B. We go inhaling into Uttanasana. So inhale, knees that get low, and then rise up, gaze the thumbs, and exhale, fold. Halfway inhale. Exhale, step or float back lower. Inhale, dog. Speaking dog, exhale, down dog. Now step right foot forward for warrior 1, left heel down. Drive the right knee and heel as close to your butt as you can. Then step it forward, left heel down. Inhale, rise up, gaze up. Exhale, touch down, step back and lower. Inhale, dog. Exhale, down dog. Again, stepping left foot forward, right heel down. But again, left knee high, left heel as high as you can. Squeeze the back of the knee. Step it forward, inhale, rise up, gaze up. Exhale, push down, step back and lower. Full inhale. Down dog, exhale. 1, 2. Right, soften your eyes, your jaw. 3, 4. And 5. Exhale, step or float to the top of your mat. Halfway inhale. Fold, exhale. Again, knees bend, arms rise. Bend deeper than you feel comfortable. Not as deep as you need to. It's not too deep. Arms rise up. So let's do the exhale. Do one more of those. Again, inhale, knees bend, arms rise. Go a little bit lower than normal. Exhale, fold. Halfway inhale. Chaturanga, exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Right foot forward, left heel down again. Knee up, heel up. squeeze high. Step forward, arms rise. Inhale. Exhale. Touch down, step back and lower. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Stepping left foot forward, right heel down. Remember, knee high, heel high. Step it forward, inhale, arms rise up, gaze up. Exhale, touch down, step back and lower. Full inhale. Down dog, exhale. 1, 2, 3. Full deep breath. 4, and 5. Exhale to the top. Halfway inhale. Fold exhale. Utkatasana. Again, inhale. Knees bend, arms rise. Go a little bit deeper if you can. So let's do the exhale. Again, we're going to take Utkatasana. So this time, inhale, knees bend, arms rise, holding the posture. 1, knees to thumbs, knees squeeze. 2, shoulders down your back. 3, soften your jaw, your eyes. 4, try and go a little bit lower. 5, fold exhale. Halfway inhale. Exhale, with your hands down, I want you to sit back onto your heels. Now, if you have any knee issues, we're only going as far as we possibly can. So you might be here, right? If you're really pressing into those feet, if you can, you land the butt to your heels. But once we get there, we're pressing down in an attempt to lift up. So we're really strengthening the knee a whole bunch. Legs keep squeezing, shoulders back, tall spine, maybe balancing, hands to the heart. Maybe let's throw a twist in. Left elbow across the right thigh. 1. So again, if you have those knees that aren't as bent as deep, you could be in a revolved chair. Just try to sit low. 2, 3, long spine, wherever you might be. 4, remember, keep pressing down in an attempt to lift up the stand. And 5, inhale back through center. We'll take a little twist to the left. 1, lift your heart to your thumbs. 2, and step into your feet. 3, knees squeeze towards one another. 4, and 5. Inhale through center. Exhale. Hands or float back and lower. Full inhale, up dog. Down dog, exhale. Right foot forward, left heel down, warrior 1. Inhale, rise up, reach up. 1. Gaze the thumbs, bend into the right knee, left pinky toe edge, firm on your mat. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Exhale, hands behind your back. Take reverse prayer or grab opposite elbows if you have tight shoulders. Inhale, left foot scoots forward a little bit. Exhale, right leg straight. Paschimottanasana. Inhale, chest up. And then fold over that straight right leg. Ease the big toe right foot. 1, 2, 3. And drawing right hip back, left hip forward. 4. Gotta be in your breath as best you can. And 5. Inhale, half forward, all the way up. Hands to hips, exhale. Inhale, left knee into your chest. Grab the shin or balance. Maybe take that big toe hold or grab a strap or a towel. Loop your foot. Extend the left leg. Inhale. Get that left hand straight. Maybe folding, exhale. 1, 2. That left leg drawing into center. 3. You're trying to align the inner edge of the left leg with the inner edge of the right foot. 4, 5. Head up, inhale. Exhale, left leg out to the left, gaze right. 1. Bend that left knee if you need to. 2. Stand up tall. 3, 4, and 5. Inhale, left leg back through center. Again, where you might fold, exhale. Head up, inhale. Hands to hips, exhale. 1, 2. Be tall, breathe full. 3, exhale, left foot next to right. Inhale, arms rise up, gaze up. Fold, exhale. Halfway inhale. And step or float it back, lower, exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Left foot forward, warrior one. Right heel down. Inhale, rise up, gaze up. One. Soften your jaw. Two. Back leg strong. Three. Ribs in. I gotta do one on warrior one. Love warrior one. Four. It's an impossible posture too. And five. And exhale. Hands behind your back for reverse prayer or grabbing opposite elbows. Inhale, right foot scoots forward a little bit. Exhale, left leg straightens, chest up, inhale. And fold, exhale, chin to shin. Big toe, left foot. One. Keep your breath moving and fluid. Two. Three. Four. And five. All the way up, inhale. Hands to hips, exhale. Right knee into your chest. Again, you can grab the shin or big toe, or again, use a towel or strap to extend the arm and reach the foot. Right shoulder back, folding, maybe exhale. One, get that right leg moving into midline. Two, you're going to need that action later on. Three. Four. And five. Head up, inhale. Exhale, right leg out to the right, gaze left. One. Be tall. Two. Three, fold. Three. Soften your jaw. Four. And five. Inhale, right leg back through center. You might fold, exhale. Head up, inhale. Hands to hips, exhale. One. Two. Three. Relax your eyes, breathe full. Four. And five. So must be the exhale, right foot next to left. Inhale, arms rise up, gaze up. Fold, exhale. Halfway inhale. Exhale, step or float back, lower. Inhale, up dog. Down dog, exhale. First, we'll come down onto our knees together. And let's just sit back onto the heels first. All right, now if you have blocks, have them close. Blocks will work. Books will work as well. We just sit back onto our heels. Now, for some of us, you might find this to be an impossibility that the knees may be too tight, in which case, again, you might have a stack of books. It might be a considerable stack if you're going real high. And I want to address this because, as the description says, right, this is a posture, my left knee, surgery on. Yes, it was 16 years ago now. But it took me about 2 years to get back to normal-ish, you know? And nowadays I kind of confuse them almost like I just did, right? So I don't even realize that my left knee is my operative knee anymore. There's no real difference in my feeling. So originally I set up real high, 2 blocks or stacking 1 block up nice and high and doing my best to keep my knees. Because the knee flexion, right, the range of motion of the bend of the knee was decreased greatly. Lots of tissue in there that was, scar tissue that was just blocking its way, blocking the way of getting the knee bent as clean as they possibly could. Another thing is I work on my knees all day long, so I have to have healthy knees. What I really wanted to do during that, Muka is a great pose, right? It's your lightning bolt, intense pose, really is what we should call it. It's supposed to be intense. Even here, right, I want you to feel like you're first, maybe if you're up on a block or if you're sitting on the floor or your heels, I want you to feel like you're trying to bend your knees more deeply than they actually are. So feel like you're trying to lift your heels up towards your butt, right? Now, right, I'm going to go a little bit lower, right? So I can go lower. I can turn this block down 1. I'm a little bit lower now. Now, as I look back at the trajectory I had taken in recovering from that surgery, it took me many months on the highest position. Probably took me about a year in this middle position, And then it probably took me about like, many months on that lower position until I was finally able to sit on the ground again. So, it just took a long time. Now, some of the action, another action we want to think about here, yes, engaging the back of the knee as if we're trying to lift the feet up off of our mat. And also, feel like you're trying to roll your heels out. Right? Work on getting all 10 toenails down onto your mat. All right, and we might go down to its lowest position here. Going down to my lowest position as I really warm my knees and just really sitting up nice and tall. Right, that's all I'm doing. All right, again, engage the back of the knees, give them a gentle squeeze, heels rolling out, 10 toenails on the mat as best you can. Okay, so again, squeezing the back of the knees. I want to try to bend the knees more deeply using my hamstrings. I want to work my inner thighs, knees gathering towards one another. And then a little rotation of the lower leg, heels out as the knees keep squeezing in. All right. Finally, I might be on the floor, right? And here, I'm going to separate those feet, all right, and then sit back in Virasana, hero's pose. All right, and here, I'm going to feel it's quite intense, the weight of the body sinking down below the heels. So now the planes are in a more intense position. Let's just say more intense, okay? So as we're sitting down between the heels, now a little bit like a hammock, right? The muscles of the lower leg are trying to buoy my body upwards. And what's happening in the knee is kind of curious. The back, and this is why I suggest taking your time with the block, because this can be quite intense for some people. But the joint in the knee is now, because of the calf muscle, usually it's a musculature there between the upper and lower leg, is actually starting to traction out a little bit. You have to, be mindful of that, because it can be quite intense. All right, now come forward, tabletop. Let's stretch those knees out. We'll complement here. Let's sit back, straighten out your legs. All right, Paschimottanasana. Sit up tall, inhale. All right, Dandasana. I want you to keep this Dandasana shape just for a few breaths. All right, so I'm going to try to draw the pinky toe edges back. I want the same action, knees drawing. A lot of similarities here between Paschimottanasana and Trianga, Muka, Paschimottanasana. It's in the name of it after all. Right? So in Paschimottanasana, really means like, an intense forward fold, or really intense Western stretch, for to get technical, okay? And that means that fortunately for me, right, I'm facing east. I'm facing kind of southeast in relation to the cardinal directions. My back is facing west, and that's therefore the western side of my body starts to fold and becomes like an intense stretch for it. Shoulders are back, the heart is moving forward. Breathe full here. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Inhale, head up. And exhale, release. Now let's explore Trianga, Muka, Paschimottanasana. 3 limbs facing one direction, one foot pose. All right, so those 3 directions, those 3 limbs, head, hands, and knee, all facing 1 foot. Okay? Head, hands, and knee, all facing that 1 foot, that left foot. So my right knee is bent. Now let's go back again. So this is so good. I gotta change the description because it's such a quality posture to get your knees performing well again, right? But it is important that we be mindful about our approach to it. And those of you that might have attended my class in the past, my live class in the past, which we are open, and it would be wonderful to see some of you. I would oftentimes say, okay, I spent years up on a block in this pose, and just sitting up. Don't worry about the forward fold. It's just, forward folding is so lame. You might think about like kind of walking the body forward a little bit. I want to keep the left knee pointing up, second toe, that left foot pointing straight up. Knees as narrow as I can. When I go into the fold, they might sway apart a little bit. That's okay. I want to keep the action inward, both legs drawing inward. And it's just like that Utkatasana knee squeeze when we were down in that twist. crouching down low on our heels, knees squeeze, Paschimottanasana, knees squeezing. All right. All right. Now, I'm going to come back up here. So again, it doesn't matter, right? The fold is secondary, right, to the bent leg side when you're working on your seated postures. This is the primary focus. This is the main actor in the play, right? This is just supporting cast. All right, so put your focus on the bent knee side. Now, another thing we can explore here, seated upright, maybe on a block, maybe not, right? You can remove the block if you'd like. And what's great about the removal of the block is now that the body starts to tip left, all right? Because the right leg, obviously, right? The right leg, we got some folds in place here. We don't have any folds in that left side, and therefore everything wants to tip left. Now, we don't want to correct it simply by sitting up on a block and remove that sensation. One of the most beautiful things about Trianga Muka is that, we've got to activate the core. We've got to keep the legs and the upper body connected by engaging the muscles here in an attempt to even out the spine. Think about it. If you start to lean left, all of a sudden the spine takes like this curve. Yes, it's a very dramatic C shape in the spine. So it's not that much, but if you can, maybe you can kind of pick out that angle in my body, right? If I'm leaning a lot to the left, I'm like trying to force my upper body towards the bent knee side. The spine I want to, samasthiti, right? I want danda. I want that staff pose in my body. I'm upright, which means this also engaged, and so much about the practice of yoga asana is the unification, legs, core, torso, upper body, right? Everything unified. Okay, so again, a couple things. Knees draw in towards one another. Try to engage the back of the knee. Don't get lazy on it. Feel like you're trying to lift that foot up. Difficult sensation for sure. Again, your fold might be nothing more than just a little crawl forward. Crawl forward, crawl forward. Keep those knees together. Keep that left foot pointing straight up. Right? Those legs, they keep squeezing towards one another. If you can, left hand, right wrist, you reach for that left foot. 1, 2, 3, breathe, wherever you might be. 4, and 5. And up inhale. Exhale, really sit up tall for a moment. Hands by your side. Inhale, left leg lifts just a bit. Exhale, lower, hover. Inhale, left leg lift. Exhale, lower, let it hover. Inhale, lift. And exhale, let it hover. And lower it down. We'll straighten out that right leg. Oh my God. Oh my God, that right leg. No. All right, so we're going to take on the left side. Bend the left knee. Sitting up onto the block first. Right, so bend the left knee. And again, if you need a block, that means you just can't make the balance correction. Right? We're just like trying to make it work. But it's not working. Or, right, everything's just pouring out like, hey, John, this has happened, right, in class. People would be like, is this something like this, right? Is this how the pose goes? Like, no. Sit up onto something. Could be the high side, or could be the high side. It could most certainly be the high side. Could be the middle side, and of course the low side. We're just working on that low side, but again, find a position that works for you, that height that works for you. Again, it's going to be a stack of books. I want it to be sturdy. Pillow could work, yes, but dense pillow, blankets folded or something like that, towels folded, they could work as well. All right, couple things. Knees squeeze. We're sitting tall. We're going to try to engage the back of the left knee. All right, so try to lift that heel up. Remember when we were stepping forward from down dog into warrior one or sun salutation? So say knee up, heel up, knee up, heel up. Right? I want that action to happen in the leg. All right. Again, drawing in, you want to think about both inner thighs rotating downward. This can keep that right knee tracking upwards, second toe tracking upwards. Again, you might feel comfortable here taking on the folds. Part of using the block is finding the position, the height of your butt that's going to make the posture challenging enough for you so that when you go into the fold, you have to maintain your balance. Okay, now speaking of the balance, again, this is one of the things that I absolutely love about this posture, and that is if we were to remove the block, or if your block were low enough, and we we feel that tipping action, right? And we have to make that correction, not just creating danda in the spine, right? Moving from that C shape in the spine to that danda in the spine. But as we move forward, let's not use that right arm. Let's not use that right hand for balance, those hands for balance. Instead, be upright. Take your hold and maintain balance, again, by unifying legs, core, torso. Right? Everything working together. All right, so again, we might be crawling his hands forward, but I don't want you to use them as balance. You should not be like leaning into that right hand to maintain your posture. Your hands should be up. You should be working on your balance. This is a balanced posture. Every posture is a balanced posture, really, but this one really comes through, especially for seated postures. All right, so again, we're folding. You might take right hand, left wrist, and fold, reaching that right foot. One, to find the position where you feel as though you're out of balance. Two, and work on that correction in your balance. Three, full even breaths. Four, and five. Head up, inhale, and exhale, and really straighten out that left leg. Sit up tall, inhale, and just fold, exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Head up, inhale, and exhale, release. Well, I want to thank you so much for joining me this morning, today, whatever time it is. Here we're getting those little arms of Delta, Hurricane Delta coming through. So if you're practicing today, stay dry, right? Stay warm, and keep up